This is Shackleton's Way, Leadership Lessons from the Great Antarctic Explorer. And it's by Margot Morrell and Stephanie Capparell, with a preference by Alexandra Shackleton, a New York Times business bestseller. It says, lead your business to survival and success. Sir Ernest Shackleton has been called the greatest leader that ever came on God's earth, bar none, for saving the lives of 27 men stranded with him in the Antarctic for almost 2 years. Shackleton's actions have made him a model for great leadership as well as masterful crisis management. His principles are mirrored by modern-day leaders, including the Secretary of the Navy and the commander of Apollo 13. Now, two veteran business observers translate Shackleton's leadership style and time-honored strategies for the modern business world. Through anecdotes, the diaries of men and his crew, and Shackleton's own writing, this practical guide helps today's leaders follow Shackleton's triumphant example. And let's see, praises for Shackleton's Way. This is from Penguin Books. And that's Sir Ernest Shackleton, 1874 to 1922. And this is from, 2001. And I had to read this book for work. It was kind of like a book club situation, like a team building thing. And this is interesting. This is helpful because this is a map of Antarctica and some of the important places and dates. And I hadn't read any books before that detailed explorations, so it was very interesting reading about the explorations into Antarctica. And Shackleton did not, on this mission in particular, he did not succeed in his endeavor. However, he did manage to lead his men, so all were survived, even though their ship broke up. And in this book, they talk about the people and what happened in detail, which is extremely interesting about the turn of events. And they divide it into sections where they analyze leadership styles. So like within kind of the story, they divide it into like little subsets where to make certain points. And then at the end of the chapters, they have a list. Let's see if I can find an example. They have a list here of different points about leadership that you can derive from what you have read in the chapter. So for me, when I was reading the story, it was kind of obvious what these points might be, but I was more interested in the story itself and the people involved instead of like the leadership point specifically. But I was able to ascertain, and there are a few pictures in here, which is amazing that they actually have pictures of what happened, because this was in the early 1900s. And in the back there is a bibliography, so if you wanted to find out more, there's a lot of references here. There's a list of crew. This is a picture of some of the crew at the 50th reunion of the Endurance expedition. So the book, it talks about Shackleton's life in general, but the primary focus is this Endurance expedition. And I will just flip through so you can see the rest and understand that there's more books about Shackleton. And so he's a very interesting character, and it was good that I was assigned it at work to read, because it's something that I wouldn't have probably sought out to read myself, and I really didn't know anything about Antarctic exploration. So I enjoyed it a lot for the story and all the details about the people. And people kept diaries too. So you get really good accounts of what happened. Thanks for watching.